All right then, hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel. Today I thought we could do my World Cup predictions as the World Cup is kicking off in 9 days time, and I'm very excited for it. It's a very, very historic World Cup there basically, because it's the first time it's had 42 teams in it. It's gone from 32 up to 48, which means that there's going to be over 100 matches of football over this summer. So, hey, you can't complain. You can't complain. I imagine it means there'll be hopefully a lot more upsets, a lot more interesting things happening, but who knows? And obviously now they've also introduced the round of 32, which is also good. So it means it's taken a lot longer to try and figure out how I'm going to do this prediction, doing like how the third place playoffs will end up and everything. Not third place playoffs, but you know, the table that they do where you finish third place, the top 8, I think it is, go in. But yes, anyway, I've got it all written down here, and I thought we could just go through it, and it'd be good fun, eh? So yes, let's get right on in then with the predictions for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Okay then, and obviously starting off as we should with Group A, we have one of the 3 host nations in the pool. We have Mexico, we have South Korea, we have South Africa, and we have the Czech Republic. Now, obviously, they'll all be up here. The flags, but yes, this is going to be, in my opinion, the hardest. Well, not this group, but this is going to be the hardest World Cup to predict how the groups are going to finish, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of strong nations, and personally, I think Group A is actually up there for one of the harder ones, because obviously, as I said, Czech Republic, Mexico, South Korea, South Africa. Oh, probably not do the accent. Well, we've done it now. It's not the end of the world. But how do I see this going? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a really close one, with it sort of being like 4 points for the top 2. I don't know. This is going to be a difficult one. But anyway, I suppose we might as well get it off with starting. I've gone for the Czech Republic to top the group. I reckon they'll do quite well. And, see, this is one that might surprise a lot of people. I've got Mexico finishing second. I just see them, they're getting out of the group, I think. But this is the thing, where also you've got South Korea and South Africa. I know a lot of people will be writing them off, and I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know. I just feel like you've got dark horses, but I don't know. This is difficult. Okay, so, all right, decided. Czech Republic first, Mexico second, South Korea third, and South Africa fourth. Now this is going to be a very interesting group. Obviously we've got the likes of, oh gosh, I haven't even checked half of these teams to make sure the squads are there. But obviously Czech Republic got Patrick Schick. Hopefully Adam Hojčík is there. Obviously Thomas Souček. And then with Mexico you've got, what's his name? Does Corona still play? Oh no, this has gone badly. Is Vargas still playing? You've got Chucky Lozano, definitely. Mexico World Cup squad. I'm definitely not searching that up right now. No, I want the squad, please. I don't want the World Cup. Here we go. Ochoa's in Ochoa's in the squad. Wow. So yeah, they got Ochoa. Yeah, Vega, that's who I was trying to remember. But obviously Jimenez at Fulham, Santiago Jimenez, AC Milan. He's not had a good season at all, really, if I'm not mistaken. Vargas, the Atletico Madrid player I was thinking of. Edson Alvarez from West Ham. Pineda from Athens, that's what I was trying to remember. And that's a second ago. But yeah, they seem to have a strong enough team. I'm surprised Ochoa's going to another World Cup. What is he, 40? Yeah, he's 40. 6 World Cups. Wow. Well, thank you, BBC News. Didn't know that. But yes, that's how I see Group A finishing, with obviously Czech Republic in first, Mexico second, South Korea third, South Africa fourth. Now, on to Group B. All right then, so now Group B is a very interesting one, as I think this is probably one of the easiest ones to predict, in the sense of we have Qatar, we have Bosnia, we have Switzerland, and we have Canada. Now, why I say this will be one of the easiest ones to predict is because realistically, Qatar are going to finish fourth. And if they don't finish, if they qualify, or if they finish third, hey, hats off to them, well done. But yeah, I see them finishing fourth, so we'll just start off there. Third place could be controversial, could not be, depends what you guys think. I've gone for Canada. I think they've got a good squad. They've got what, Liam Miller, is he still at Hull, the left winger? Was at Liverpool for some time, I believe. Then you've also got Alphonso Davies at left back if he's fit and actually can go to the World Cup. I remember there being a lot of stuff around him possibly not being able to go to the World Cup because of injuries. And then obviously you've got Jonathan David up top, talisman, could be class. And you also, I believe, the Inter Miami goalkeeper, is it St. Clair, something like that, in goal. So hey, who knows? They could be good. They could be dark horses, but I don't see them finishing higher than third. So that obviously means that we're left with Switzerland and Bosnia. Now I see Switzerland topping this group. I'm going to be honest, I haven't looked much into the Swiss team. I just, Switzerland are always that sort of team where they're there or thereabouts. In Euros, in World Cups, they seem to get out of the group quite easily half the time. And then they either have a good run to like the quarters or the round of 16. Well, no, obviously round 16 would have been the first knockout round. But around the quarter-final sort of, if you get what I mean. And obviously Bosnia qualifying after beating Italy on penalties. I feel like they're going to bring that momentum into the World Cup with them. I was actually watching that game in an Irish bar with Harry. And I tried my hardest not to send messages to my Italian mates to go, haha, what's that, 4 World Cups? Is it 4? It was 2014? Yeah, 2014 was their last World Cup. Yeah, and I remember watching that penalty shootout. Put a bet on with Harry that Bosnia would win. He said, no, Italy. I want a free beer. Good times. But obviously, they're going to have Edin Dzeko at, what is he, 40 odd? He'll probably be leading the line, El Capitan. And yeah, I feel like they're going to do well. Obviously, you've got Brunic, I believe. Brunic. He's just one of those random players which you remember. I'm pretty sure, like this from like playing FIFA 17, FIFA 15, FIFA 16, whichever one it was, back in the day. Maybe on Football Manager if I ever saw him. But he's just one of those players that sort of remains in your head, Brunic. And I really hope it is him, because otherwise I look like a bit strange, just completely mixed around 2 players. But yes, I see this group with it. Hopefully here you'll see it. Switzerland topping it, Bosnia second, Canada third, and then Qatar fourth. So it'll be interesting how that one goes out. Now on to Group C. Now, Group C is a very interesting one, because we have Scotland in there. And as an Englishman, I should probably not want them to do well. But I would quite like to see Scotland making it out the group. And have I got them out the group in this prediction? Who knows? But anyway, Group C contains Brazil, Scotland, Morocco, and Haiti. Now, it'd also be quite nice to see Haiti get out of the group. Or just let them have a good account. I don't know. It'll be interesting. So, obviously, if it's not clear to see, I've got Haiti fourth, finishing rock bottom. Do they get a point? I don't know. But I want to see them play some good football. That's the main thing. And then third, this is going to probably shock a lot of people. I've got Brazil. No, I'm joking. I've got Morocco. I just don't like Morocco. As a football nation. After AFCON, that really, really made me not like them. Because I was all invested in their fairy tale run to the semi-finals. Was it semi-finals at the last World Cup? And I wanted them to do well. But after the way that AFCON final went, and everything that's happened after, it was Senegal being stripped of the title, it going back to Morocco, now Senegal appealing. I just quite like to watch them not do well. I would like them not to finish in the automatic spots. But hey, who knows? So that does mean second, I have Scotland. I really do think Scotland are going to get out of the group this year. And it'll be interesting to see if they do. Because I hope they do. And it'll be really interesting. Scott McTominay leading the line. Not leading the line, obviously centre mid. But you know what I mean. Andy Robertson's first and only World Cup. And that man is Liverpool legend. One of my favourite footballers of all time. And I just want to watch him do well at this World Cup. And I want Scotland to do well for him. And then obviously Billy Gilmore also apparently got injured in their friendly the other day. And I believe, I saw reports that he's being replaced with, is it Darren Fletcher's son? I think so. Or Stephen, oh my God. I think it's Darren Fletcher. The old United footballer. Is it Darren or Stephen? Anyway, probably Darren Fletcher. You know what I mean. And then obviously topping the group, got Brazil. Do I need to even say anything more about them? It's Brazil. They're going to top the group, especially with the likes of Scotland, Haiti, and Morocco in there. But yeah, I suppose might as well go on to Group D. That one, very, very quick one. Hey, But yes, Group D. So Group D is another interesting one, as we have another one of the three host nations in there, in the United States of America. How will they do? Don't know. Get that Poch photo that I love so much. I don't know why, it's just him going. But I find that photo brilliant. Oh, I don't know why, I just love it. But yes, anyway, in the rest of their group, they have Paraguay, they have Turkey, and they have Australia. Now, this is an interesting group because I genuinely could see the top three teams finishing. I didn't know how to put it down. I've gone for my dark horses that I had at the Euros, topping the group. I have Turkey. I reckon Turkey top this group, you know. I don't know. So they got Arda Güler. I was about to say Arda Turan, he's not playing anymore, is he? But gosh, yeah, no, with players like Güler, you've got, who's that? The Galatasaray centre-back, is it Besieski? Besieski? Turkey Squad World Cup. Is it Besieski? Oh, that's going to really annoy me. Here we go. Squad. Baradaki. Baradaki, that's what I wanted. Oh, yeah, and Soyuncu and Kadioglu, Demiral, Kabak, old Liverpool legend. Selik, yeah, Kadahoglu, Ayan, Koku, Ozkan, Güler, Yilmaz, Uzun. I love Uzun. I really do hope he's at the... I hope they'll look at the final squad. I really do like Cam Uzun, and I think he's going to be one for the future. He's going to be great. I reckon he might be one of the surprises of the tournament in terms of like the youngsters. Like he's going to cement his name, hopefully. But yeah, then you got Yildiz, you got Artukoglu, Ayedin. Doesn't matter. But yes, they've got a lot of good players, and it'll be interesting to see how they do, because I do generally believe they're going to top this group. And then obviously, second place, I have the USA. Surely they make it out their group automatically in their home World Cup. They got a decent squad. Although they got Weston McKennie, Chris Richards from Palace. They have Balogun, the old Arsenal striker that went to Monaco. They got a lot of good players, but I'm interested to see how that team plays, because they're either, obviously we could cut in all the clips of all the American pundits going, America has been disrespected. I don't know why I'm going to do the accent. I'm not going to do the accent, but America being disrespected by Europeans, and it's just like, well, if they were good enough, they would have come played in Europe. But who knows? They're all in the MLS. All the good ones are over here, like Tyler Adams. But hey, who knows? Also, Johnny Cardoso, I really wish he had gone to the World Cup, but apparently he's undergone surgery to make sure he's fit for Atletico Madrid, which I respect. Because, hey, you can go to other World Cups, but, hey, if anybody's putting the club first, and I find that very impressive by a player. But yes, anyway, enough waffle about the US. Third, I've gone Australia. I really wanted to put them second, but I just couldn't see a way in which Turkey and America don't qualify automatically at this group. And then third, we have Paraguay. Don't really have much to say about Paraguay, to be honest. But yes, that is how I believe the group's going to finish up for Group D. So, on to Group E, where we've got some big boys. We got, well, some big boys. We got a big boy, and then a couple of more interesting boys. Wait, that sounded mental. That sounded mental, didn't it? Right, let's circle back on that. Some interesting nations. There we go. All right then. Well, after that, after that, Group E, we have Germany. Now they're going to be interesting. I remember seeing a bunch of stuff that people were surprised with the Germany call-ups. They got a good squad realistically. They're going to do well. Let's not take the mickey. I saw they called up Neuer again, which is quite cool. But apparently that means Bauman's not going to be the first choice. And apparently he's kicking off about that. Now that Neuer's come back after him saying that he's not going to play international football again. And then Nagelsmann called him up. Hey, who knows? Who cares? I'm going to be honest. The only two teams I'm really going to be paying a lot of attention for watching each game will be Spain and England. Obviously. Me. But yeah, right. Rest of the group, we have Curacao at their first World Cup. Dick Advocaat, their manager, obviously he stepped away to look after some ill members of the family, or an ill member of the family. But he's back now. He's back, and I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see how Curacao do. Obviously, not expecting them to get out this group. But it's exciting. It's exciting to see a new nation play. But yeah, and then the other two teams were the ones that I was saying, yeah, interesting nations of Ecuador and the Ivory Coast. Now, obviously, two very good teams with a lot of up-and-coming talent in the Ecuador team with like Kenny Paez, for example. And then obviously you've got the Ivory Coast, which they will just have they have solid players. They have some great players. And I'll be intrigued to see what happens. I believe Nicolas Pepe's called up. This is where I hope I'm like, yeah, surely. He was nominated for Player of the Season in La Liga this year. And I'd be very shocked if he's not at this World Cup. Obviously, he's going to be, I don't know. I'm very hot right now. The brain's not working 100%. But yes, anyway, right, let's just skip in and do the final, how I see this table's finishing up. So 4th, Caraco. 3rd, Ecuador. 2nd, I'm doing this the complete wrong way. But yeah, 2nd, Ivory Coast. 1st, Germany. Easy. I think that is a spot-on group. You've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Now on to F, where, just like earlier, I think it's going to be a difficult one to predict 1st, 2nd, 3rd. And maybe 4th. Who knows? 4th could also be interesting. But yes, let's get right on into that one. All right then. So, Group F. I need to stop doing this if like I'm introducing a new video. But yes, all right then. So, Group F, we have the Netherlands. We have the greatest centre-back to ever play in the Premier League, Virgil van Dijk, captaining his country at a World Cup. Frimpong somehow didn't make it. Granted, he hasn't been the best this season. He's been injured. But still, Frimpong. And Gakpo made it. Happy Gravenberch made it. But still, Gakpo. He has been awful for us this year. But anyway, enough ranting about Liverpool and Gakpo. Then we also have Tunisia, who obviously England played in the 2018 World Cup. I was in Paris watching that game. And me and my mates, we were the only people to have a TV in our room in the hotel. Because apparently we weren't meant to have them. And we got to watch it upstairs in our room whilst everyone was sat in the hallway of a French hotel watching it. And their TV was very much delayed. So when we all started running out of my room, screaming about Harry Kane scoring a winner, everyone looks at us going, "Yeah, you think you're funny, do you? You think you're funny? All right then, we'll see what happens." Nobody believed us. So we were just there just celebrating, running down the stairs. And then we run down in time to see Harry Kane score again. And everyone's going crazy. And then someone just turns to me going, "You ruined that, didn't you?" Yeah. Well, we thought your guys' TV stream was on today, up with us. So, hey, not our fault. But yes. And then we also have Japan and Sweden in the group. Graham Potter doing a good job with Sweden. Finally got qualified for a World Cup. Can he complain? And Japan? It's Japan. They're going to do well. They topped the group last time out of the World Cup, which has now got me really, really overthinking about my decision. I've got Tunisia 4th, and then 3rd I've got Japan, which I'm now regretting. I feel like I should have put Japan 2nd over Sweden. Sweden I've got 2nd, but hey, who knows? I just like the idea of hopefully Isak gets back to full fitness. He scored a banger last night, by the way. Great goal. I would try and put the clip in, but this will probably get taken down and copyrighted. And then top of the group, obviously, the Netherlands. They're going to top the group. Easy as that. Now, on to Group G, where, yeah, again, I think there's another easy one. I think, yeah, maybe Group G and H are going to be quite easy. Who knows? So, in Group G, this feels like a ridiculous amount of groups. Why did they extend this World Cup to more nations? Obviously, I get it. Get more people involved. It's the world's game. But come on. There's a lot of matches, which I'm looking forward to, like I said at the start of the video. That just means I'm going to be working a hell of a lot more. Nah, but hey, who cares? Money's money. But yes, right, Group G, we have Iran, we have Belgium, we have Egypt, and we have New Zealand. I'm just going to run through this. Iran 4th, New Zealand 3rd, Egypt 2nd. I think Egypt's going to get out of the group. Mo Salah's going to have a masterclass. Please come back to Liverpool, Mo. Oh, the slot's gone. Come back. Please. One more year. Why not? It'd be fun. And then top of the group, Belgium. Realistically, if Belgium don't top this group, or actually if Belgium don't make it out this group and don't top this group, appalling. That would be a shocking cut from them. But yes, right. Boom. There's the table. Now on to Group H. We're running through these now. So, Group H, we have Spain, we have Cape Verde, another fun team. Saudi Arabia, shocked. Argentina at the last World Cup, obviously, as we all know. And then we got Uruguay. Now, the Uruguay team, I can't believe Alvaro Rodriguez hasn't been called up. He has been superb for Elche this season. What is it, 8 goals and 7 assists? We stayed up in the Liga. He was his breakout year, and he's not at a World Cup. Marcelo Bielsa, your days are numbered. Well, he's leaving after the end of this World Cup, so it doesn't matter. But obviously, a lot of friction in that squad, but that doesn't stop them, in my opinion, from finishing where they finish. Obviously, the Spain squad, also immaculate, great squad. Obviously, missing a lot of big players. The Elche bias is coming out, going, I wish Febas was in it. We all knew that wasn't going to happen. But yes, Spain squad's looking very good. Fermi Lopez might be missing the World Cup. I actually can't remember if it's been confirmed yet or not. If he does, I'd like to see Javi Guerra from Valencia be called up into the squad, because he has had a superb season with Valencia. As much as it pains me to say that, because I do not like Valencia, even though we've made ridiculous amounts of videos of them this year, the matchday vlogs. But yes, okay, run through this one again. Fourth, we have Cape Verde. They're not going to finish higher than fourth. Third, Saudi Arabia. Second, Uruguay. And first, we have Spain. So now on to Group I. Obviously, it'll be there. But yes, now on to Group I. Now this one's an interesting one. I've gone for a crazy shout, I think, in this one, which people might not like. Group I, we have France, we have Norway, we have Iraq, and we have Senegal. So, Norway finally at a World Cup. Odegaard can finally play a World Cup. Haaland can finally play at a World Cup. I am missing players. Haag, he was an old winger for Frankfurt. I don't know if he's still there. I don't know if he's going to the World Cup. I remember him being quite good, touted as a next big thing. But yes, Senegal, obviously, off the back of that AFCON robbery, which they won, and they should hopefully get that trophy back. If they don't, it's a disgrace, as Didier Drogba would say. And obviously France, we don't really need to talk about France. Everyone knows France. They got Mbappe, Dembele. Griezmann's not going, is he? They're just going to storm this group, aren't they? And then I don't know anything about the Iraqi football team, so just going to not say a word. So fourth, we got Iraq. Third, I think this is my first crazy shout of the predictions so far for this tournament. I've got Norway, where I don't know if that's as crazy as I'm thinking it could be, but I could see them finishing second. But who knows? It depends. I don't see... the thing is, they can beat France. No, they're not going to beat France. They'll beat Iraq. I just don't. I think it'll be that Norway-Senegal game decides who comes second. And for that reason, I've got Senegal second. I feel like they've got a vengeance. They're coming back with a vengeance from AFCON. They want to prove themselves. They want to show that they're the best African team in the world right now. And obviously topping the group, France. Boom, there. Right, on to Group J, which is easy. And there's also one player I'm very excited that's playing in this World Cup. Hopefully he actually plays though. So in Group J, we have Austria, we have Algeria, we have Argentina, and we have Jordan. The triple A's and the J. In Group J, fun day. Don't know what that was. So, who was that player I was looking forward to watching? Well, it's no one else but the GOAT. I think I've said it far too many times on my Twitter and Instagram. If I can, I'll find it. If I can be bothered, I'll put them up there. But David Afringruber. That just came out like nonsense, didn't it? David Afringruber. I love that man. He's been the best player this season for Elche. Come to Liverpool. Apparently Man United want to sign him. Juventus want to sign him. I don't know. Arsenal want to sign Roger Mendoza. I'm getting confused now. But a lot of big clubs want to take him off of Elche. And I see him leaving. I don't want him to, but I think he's gone. But anyway, enough about the Elche chat. I'm just excited Afringruber finally got his call up. And he's going to a World Cup. Thank you, Ralf Rangnick. But yes, right. Fourth, I have Jordan. Third, I have Algeria. Second, I have David Afringruber. Now, I've got Austria. And then top, we got Argentina, current world champions. Probably favourites, one of the favourites for this tournament. Well, they are definitely favourites. But yes, right. On to the final two groups. Group K and Group L. Oh, I never thought we'd see the end of the group stages. All right then, so Group K is also one that's probably pretty simple. You've got Uzbekistan in there, you've got Portugal, you've got Colombia, you've got the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. But yes, looking back at my prediction, I think I've gone for an upset. I think I've gone for a shock winner of the group. And it's not Uzbekistan, because they're in fourth. It's not Congo. Not the DRC. They're in third. It's not Portugal. They're second. What? I've gone for Colombia to top this group. I would love to see Colombia win this group. How brilliant would that be? Realistically, it's probably going to be Portugal, but I put Colombia. Yeah, there's not really much I can say. I just think Colombia are going to top it. I think Portugal are going to win 2 out of the 3 games, but so Colombia. But Colombia will have a better goal difference, possibly. I don't know what my thinking was when I did this. I did these predictions apparently at 11:30 at night a couple of days ago. So, hey, we take it. But that'll be an interesting group if it comes through. Imagine if all of these groups I've done so far are actually spot on. Am I just like Mystic Mac? I hope I got England to win the World Cup. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But yes. Anyway, on to the final group. Group L, which obviously includes the 3 Lions. Oh. So, Group L, Panama, Ghana, Croatia, England. Why do we always get Croatia? We always get Croatia in groups. Can they go away? Can they leave us alone? They feel like our bogey team because they knocked us out in the 2018 World Cup. That wasn't in the group semi-finals, obviously. But, oh my God, was it Euro 2020? 2021, sorry. We had them in the group. I'm probably making a big deal of it. I just always feel like we played Croatia and I want them to go away because they make me nervous. And we also played Panama, didn't we, in the 2018 World Cup? Yeah. That was the game where Jesse Lingard scored that banger from outside the box, wasn't it? Was it Lingard or was it Dele Alli? Was it Dele Alli? It was one of the 2 fallen off cams that should have been wonder kids and should have been great. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, again, going to run through the group. I've got Panama finishing rock bottom, Ghana 3rd, Croatia 2nd, and England 1st. Now it's time to pick the 3rd place teams. So we've got 8 teams that we have to pick. Let's get into them. So yes, as I just said, we have to pick the 8 best 3rd place teams. So this is how they finish on points and goal difference. Now, so just run through the 8. We have South Korea, we have Canada, we have Morocco, we have Australia, we have Ecuador, we have Japan, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia, Norway, Algeria, DRC, and Ghana. And out of those 8 teams, I selected South Korea to go through, Canada to go through, Morocco to go through, Japan to go through, Norway to go through, Algeria to go through, DRC to go through, and Ghana to go through. That's right. Australia, Ecuador, New Zealand, and Saudi Arabia, I don't think are making it through to the knockouts to the round of 32, which could be crazy. Looking at it now, I'm like, I feel like New Zealand or Australia should be where there's a DRC. But hey, who knows? It's interesting. But hey, now I suppose it's on to the round of 32, where it will start apparently the 73rd match of this World Cup. So there's still 31 to go. Ooh. So then, the round of 32. Can I do I make a table out of this? I'll try to make a table. Probably will fail it drastically. So what you'll just see is you'll see the 2 nations, and you'll see which team I think go through. So I think the first game is Mexico-Bosnia. I see Bosnia beating Mexico and going round. Ow! Hit me elbow on the desk. Well, that hurt. There you go. Who cares? Let's carry on. I see Bosnia knocking out Mexico to go into the round of 16. Now, the next match we have is Germany-Morocco. Germany go through to the round of 16. Morocco get knocked out. Now, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? What was I thinking at this hour of the day? At 11:30 at night. The next match is Netherlands versus Scotland. And I've got the Netherlands. No, I don't. I've got Scotland to go through. Scotland to the round of 16. Who would have thought it? Apparently me. I regret that decision now. I think the Netherlands will. But for the sake of this video and the sake of these predictions, Scotland are going through. And up next, we have Brazil-Sweden. Now, I see Brazil obviously going through to round 16. Up next, France-Japan. France go through, surely. The next one, the African derby. We have the Ivory Coast versus Senegal. I see Senegal going through. And then up next, we've got the Czech Republic versus Norway. I see Norway going through. Whoa, shock. But yeah, I see them going through. Surely. Well, they did knock out Ireland, the Czech Republic. But yes, next up, England, Democratic Republic of Congo. England go through. Then we've got Turkey, Canada. Turkey go through. Then we have Belgium, South Korea. Belgium go through. What? Then we got Portugal, Croatia. Portugal go through. Then we have Spain versus Austria. Spain go through. Then we got Switzerland, Algeria. This doesn't stop. Switzerland versus Algeria. Switzerland go through. Next we have Argentina, Uruguay. Argentina go through. Then Colombia, Ghana. Colombia go through. Then the USA versus Egypt. The USA go through. What? Well, actually, Egypt could go through there. Oh well, we put the US. I've set it in stone. That's what's happening. And now it's time for the round of 16. So then, after some interesting matches, which I'm probably sure everyone's like, I'm probably like 90% of the wavelength of a lot of people if they see those matches. Round of 16. The first game is a big game. Match 89 of this World Cup apparently is Germany versus France. Well, in the round of 16. Are you mad? That's crazy. I've got France going through. Sorry, I've just seen the next prediction. I was like, I want this team to do well, but I don't want them to do this well. We've got Bosnia, Scotland. I've got Scotland going through to the quarterfinals. Hey, stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting. Then up next, we have Brazil versus Senegal. Brazil go through. Then Norway, England. England go through. Then Portugal versus Spain. Spain go through. And then we've got Turkey versus Belgium. This is a big upset. I think Turkey go through to the quarters. I think that would be interesting. Then we got Argentina, USA. Argentina go through to the quarters. And the final game of the round of 16 is Switzerland, Colombia, in which I see Colombia making it into the quarterfinals as the last team. Now this is interesting. So we have the quarterfinals. We have France versus Scotland to kick it off. And unfortunately, Scotland, this is where it ends for you. France make it through. Apologies. Up next, Spain, Turkey. Spain are going through. Now, this is a tasty quarterfinal. We have Brazil, England. I think England go through, And I've put it there. England go through, semi-finalists to another World Cup. And that means the final quarterfinal game is Argentina, Colombia. And I see Argentina going through. Now this has put us up for some tasty semi-finals. So we'll be interested to see. It'll be interesting. Who knows? So then, now we have the semis. The 101st match of this World Cup. France versus Spain. That's massive. That is massive. And it's so big. And it's crazy. The fact that I'm sat here in Valencia and I believe Spain go to a World Cup final. Come on, Spain. Now, we know what the next game is. It's England, Argentina. And I kind of want to change my decision here. I've put Argentina knock England out of the semi-finals. But do England make it to a World Cup final? We knock out Brazil. We could surely knock out Argentina. Oh, you know what? For the sake of this. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is difficult. Do I want to change it and then it just sort of ruins the whole thing I've got here? No, why not? We're keeping it. Argentina knock out England. That was hard. But obviously now we're at the World Cup final. The all-important, who's going to be world champion at the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Well, I suppose you're about to find out. That's right. It's time to find out. Who's going to win the World Cup? Is it going to be a Spanish-speaking nation? Obviously. It's Spain versus Argentina. What? Great World Cup final, by the way. Argentina back-to-back World Cup finals. Do they win it? Or do Spain get their second ever World Cup? Oh, who knows? Who knows? Well, I do. I've seen the script. I've got it predicted on here. And the World Cup final winner is Spain. I think they beat Argentina. I think it gets done in 90 minutes. I think Argentina get a penalty at the start. Spain score their last goal in the 76th minute to win it. Mikel Oyarzabal off the bench. I really hope he's in the squad, otherwise this looks really stupid. Definitely not just making sure now. Spain World Cup squad. Please tell me Oyarzabal's on there. Or do I want to change it? Do I go Ferran Torres? Okay, Oyarzabal is there. I think Oyarzabal and Ferran Torres score in this final to win Spain the World Cup. Gone crazy. And one thing that I actually didn't predict here was the third place playoff. So third place playoff, I know we've already done the World Cup finalists, everyone's clicked off. England finished third, we beat the French. Boom. But yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. I see Spain winning this year's World Cup. And there's no bias. As soon as England get knocked out, my Spanish shirt's coming back on. There we go, that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think a second star gets added here. Spain win a World Cup. So yes, I'm so hot. So hot in this country. It's too hot. But yes, anyway, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. That was my World Cup predictions. If you want to see who my predictions for the best players or the players to look out for, that could be coming very soon as well. But yes, I hope you will enjoy today's video, and please remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Comment down below if you guys agree with the opinions. If you disagree, be interesting to find out. But yes, I'll see you guys then in the next video. Bye-bye.